Hello guys and welcome back. In this lecture we are going to learn how to create the BP trap, the trap blueprint that we wanted to create in here. So let's start. Go to the rollable folder and then go to the blueprints folder and then right click and create a new blueprint class and then select actor and call it BP trap. Alright, and then open it up and go to the viewport and let's create our trap. So first of all, just go to the add component and then type cube, all right, to grab the basic shape of a cube. So what we want from the cube, make sure that its material is change it to something like maybe wood. Yeah, use that one, wood, floor, walnut, polished. I'm gonna use that one. Just use whatever you want. And then what you want to do is just make it a little bit smaller. All right, make it something like that. I think it is too big as well, so just make sure that one is 0.15 or yeah, I think that's fine. Let me use 0.1. All right, make sure the Z value is 0.1 and the other sides is just fine. All right, and what we want to do is grab that one and then put it to this side so that the trap will be on only one side. So right now think of it like this: our ball came over that trap and we want to, rotate that trap to one side so that the ball can fall down. All right, so how do we do that? All right now if we rotate it on the x-axis, you see that it's gonna rotate from the middle, but we don't want that. We want only to rotate from one side. And for example here it will be a handler. Let me take it back to here. All right, we want that gizmo to be in here. All right, we want a handle in here that can rotate our cube. All right, that can rotate our trap. So let's do that now. All right, go to the add component and then type cylinder. And what has happened? Oh, because I was selecting the cube, it's gonna make a child of the cube and then it's gonna be that weird shape. Just delete the cylinder again, make sure nothing is selected. All right, select here to select nothing and then add component and type cylinder. All right, you see that right now it's much better. So what do you want to do is to scale it down. Let me scale it down on this side and then scale it down on that side as well. And I think it is too big. Oh no, we cannot do that. All right, so what you want to do is to type 0.15 in here and then type 0.15 in here as well. And you can see that I think it's big as well. Just make sure it is 0.05 and 0.05. Yeah, we can either use that one or we can use 0.1. I'm just gonna stick to that one. And then what we want to do is to rotate it. All right, rotate it like this and make sure that it is a little bit smaller than the cube sides. Yeah, I think this is perfect. All right, so right now the cylinder is in here and the cube is in here. So what we want to do is to grab the cube and then make it a child of the cylinder. All right, make the cube to be a child of that cylinder. All right, and then whenever we rotate our cylinder, you can see that. All right, let me select the cylinder and then rotate it. You can see that the trap can rotate with it and the ball can go down perfectly. All right, so you see that we created a handler for our trap. All right, so that our trap can rotate easily to one side, not from the center. All right, and let's create the code as well. Oh, by the way, I forgot something. We did not add the box collision to it, so let's just do that. All right, add component and then type box collision. And what do you want to do? Just give it a name of trap collision. We don't even have to give names, but just make sure that it is centered. And then what we want to do is to make it smaller like this, and then make it bigger on that side and bigger on that side as well, and then grab it to here. Just make sure that it fits. All right, and then grab it a little bit up. All right, just make that one, the location, to be something smaller. I think this is just fine, but just, you know, make it a little bit smaller. Make it, yeah, make it 5. That will be perfect. All right, just compile and then save, and then go to the event graph. So what we want to do is to say that whenever the event has been, you know, overlapped, whenever that blueprint has been overlapped, whenever the ball comes to that box collision, what we want to do is to first of all check that if it is the ball, cast to BP ball pound, and then what we want to do is, remember we wanted the cylinder. All right, grab the cylinder. We wanted the cylinder to rotate, not the cube. All right, because the cube was a child of the cylinder, and the cube was rotating whenever the cylinder was rotating. All right, so grab the cylinder, and then what we want to do is to say that move component to, and then connect those. And what we want to do, we want to rotate the cylinder. All right, we don't want to move it, we just want to rotate it. All right, where do you want to rotate it to, which direction? Let me see. If we select our cylinder and then rotate it on the Z axis 90 degrees, that would be perfect. All right, on the Z axis we want that one. Let me control Z and then go to the event graph, and then make sure that the Z is 90 degrees. Was that 90 or negative 90? I don't know. I think it was 90. No, it is negative 90. All right, yeah, because it's moving downwards, of course. Make it negative 90, and then compile and save, and let's test it out. All right, let me grab that one to here. Oh, obviously this is too small. We could make it bigger on the, you know, on here, but I'm not gonna bother. You can do that there. Just, I'm gonna select that one and make it a little bit bigger so that it fits. All right, let's test it out. Ouch. All right, everything is working. And also I've got an, you know, exercise for you. Every time I do a tutorial, I'm giving you exercises. Please do them. All right, please do them, because I want you to learn the most out of this course. All right, if you do them, that will be great for you and you'll make me happy. All right, just do them. All right, I've got an exercise for you, just do it. All right. Okay, let me see. Oh, what happened? Oh my god, what did just happen? What happened? Let me focus on that one. Where did it go? Wait a minute, let me see. So I've gone ahead and solved the problem. So let's see what the problem was. All right, go to the viewport, and then you can see that in here we've got this circle. All right, this world transform. This is gonna, you know, show the gizmos according to the world transform, according to the world position. All right, and this one is gonna show it according to the local position. All right, it's gonna be according to the local space. So we did it on the local space, which was the z-axis, but no, we want it from the world position. All right, so basically in games there are two things. All right, there are, you know, the world position and also the local position. Let me show you the difference. All right, let me go to a better place. All right, and let me go to basics and then grab a cube. All right, so you can see that on top of in here, this is on the world axis, this is on the world space. All right, and if I rotate it right now, you can see that I can rotate it to this side. All right, and whenever I rotated it, because this is on the world axis, all right, because it's on the world axis, you can see that if I move it to any of the sides, all right, it's gonna move it like this. All right, it's gonna move it like this. But if I wanted to grab that cube and move it to here, I would have to, you know, move it to this side and then move it to that side to do it like this. But we've got another thing, all right, we've got another thing, which is the local position. If I select that one, you can see that the gizmos will change, and then it's gonna, you know, only face to one direction. So wherever I rotate it, it's gonna face to that direction. So the problem was that I selected, all right, let me delete that one. The problem was that I selected the local position, but the move component 2 works with the world position. All right, so just, you know, keep in mind that there are two types of positioning. All right, one of them is the local position, all right, which, you know, can rotate with the object and it's gonna face to the direction that it is facing, and the other one is the world position. All right, okay, let me delete that again and then go to here, and let me tell you what I did. All right, I made that one to be the world position, all right, the world space, and then you can see that right now we will want to rotate it on the x-axis, not the z-axis. All right, let me control Z and see the values in here. So by default we will have, on the x we will have 90, and y 90, and the z 90. All right, and on the move component 2 we've got 90 on the x-axis, 0 on the y-axis, and 90 on the z-axis. Because if I move to the, you know, viewport and then make that one to be 0, you can see that it's gonna be on the down part. All right, so I hope you get it. All right, we will you know, we will have to test this out and see what value works with it. All right, I don't know what have you done. You might have done it from the left side and these values might change. All right, bear in mind that not every time things will be the same. All right, maybe you have done it to this side and the values will change. All right, but just keep in mind that you can play it around with it, and, you know, if I make it 90, 0, and 90, you can see that it's gonna rotate to the down part. And if I make it 90 again, you can see that it's in here, so that's why I made it 90, 0, and 90. Let's compile and then save, and then grab our trap to its place. All right, I just moved it to the other side to be able to test it easier, and let me do it like this and also bring it up a little bit. All right, and let me play it and see if it works this time. All right, see you guys on the other side. All right guys, here we are, and let's see if that works. Hey, it's working. All right, I think it is working just fine. All right, so what we can do in here is, you know, put some cactuses and, you know, just to make sure that this is a trap, and whenever the ball comes down it's gonna hit a cactus and, you know, it's gonna do some damage to the player. All right, move the things into here like this, and maybe use another one in this side, and also why not to have one on that side as well, and then move some coins into here. All right, and let me alt grab it to make it, you know, make some random coins in here. All right, so I told you I'll give you an exercise. What the exercise is, you can see that this trap is, you know, only rotating like this. It's only one-sided trap. But what I want you to create is that you will have, you know, a two-sided trap. All right, one of them will rotate. All right, one of them will rotate like this, and the other side will be, you know, this one will be much shorter. Let me do that like this. All right, this one will be much shorter. All right, it will rotate like that, and the other one will be, let me alt grab it into here and then rotate it to that side. You can see that I've done it right now, but no, I don't want you to do it like this. All right, and that one will be rotated to this side. All right, this one is great as well. All right, because you know, if I let me grab that player start and move it to here so that we can start in here. All right, you can see that if we use that one, all right, if we use it like this, it only will rotate on one side. All right, you can see the handle from that side as well. All right, if I go to here, you can see that it's gonna rotate only from this side. And can we see above? Yeah, it's only gonna rotate on one side. You can see that, right? It's only gonna rotate from that side, whichever side that we get into it. But what I want you to create is that I don't want you to copy it and then rotate it around. I just want you to create a two-sided trap in here. All right, I want you to create that. This will be an exercise for you, and it will make sure that you have understood the topic, and it will be a great thing. All right, I'm proud of you, and I know that you can do it. If you did not do it, if you couldn't do it, just tell me, and I'll make a video on how to do that as well. So guys, as always, I hope you understand the topic and learned a new thing today. And if you did not understand any topic, just tell me and I will help you with it. All right, I'm always with you. Just tell me, just ask a question, ask it from YouTube, ask it from Facebook, from Instagram, from wherever you want. Just ask it and I'll answer your questions. All right, as always, see you guys in the next video. Ciao.